All right, so this is my first time recording a trade that I previously took. I do a step-by-step process on how I looked at each time frame and what made me decide how I'm gonna enter at this specific place, look for a buy. The pair that we're looking at is Nas 100. I enter buys, so to get things started. I started on the daily time frame. As you can see here, we're on the daily time frame. If you zoom out just a little bit overall, I'm not doing nothing crazy like zooming out like this, but if I just zoom in a little bit, see like the most recent daily candles, as you can see, we're in a bullish market, a bullish sentiment. It's creating higher highs and higher lows. I got a high, higher low, higher high, had a liquidity grab right here. Price kept on going up, made a new higher high. So this is my higher low. As you can see right here, this candle failed to make a new higher high. So the high, higher low. It failed, um, fell, pulled back, made a new lower low. So now this is a small, small downtrend. This is more of a break of structure on the 4 hour because the higher low for the daily is right here. So once this little area right here was broke, this candle close right here, technically I was bearish on the daily time frame. So I would remove this, I would remove this, and I would mark this right here. Overall bearish on the daily time frame. So with that, low, lower high, lower low. Now I know when it comes to these singular candles, for me, for my personal preference, if you want to count one, go ahead and count one. Normally I try to go about it with two or more candles of pullback. Um, this right here, since this was the previous major high or low on the daily, when it broke, this is my lower high, my most recent lower high. So we had a low, we had a candle pullback, and another lower low. So if I keep this here, I'm gonna remove this. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep it here. I'll go to the 4 hour. Oh, if I zoom back a little bit, this is the same area on the daily. So if I zoom in right here, um, overall bearish sentiment. As you see, there was a low, lower high, and it failed. Since it failed to make a new lower low on the 4 hour, what I would do is I'll mark this area right here. And if it were to come come up as it did and come back below, I would still say that we're bearish. But since it came, retested, made a new high, we're now bullish on the 4 hour. So if I remove this, since this move was made right here, if I go back to the daily time frame, let me see 1 second. I get back to the daily time frame. Here's my lower low on the daily right here. Here's my lower high. Price already shifted to the upside on the 4 hours. So as you can see, all this bullish momentum just going up and up and up and up, and we eventually break. Since we broke, my now we're bullish on the daily. So my lowest point on the daily is this zone right here. So if I remove this, go ahead and remove this. I don't know why that's there. Remove that. Once we broke above here, now we have an overall bullish sentiment. Now these, like I said, these small little one candles of pullback, I don't count these. Whoever ends up watching this video, you can. Me personally, I do not. But overall, we are a bullish sentiment. We have a high, a higher low, or a pullback. We got some candles of pullback. So this is the highest point on the daily, and price has yet to make a higher high on the daily. So now, with that being said, we understand that overall the daily is bullish. We go to the 4 hour. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. So now that that is out the way, we go to the 4 hour. I'm gonna come back to what I said right here. Um, Price failed to make a new lower low. So I had this little area marked right here. Um, closed the closed above, had some candles, and it made a new high. So high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Had a liquidity grab, a low, higher high. Let me go ahead and zoom in here. High, higher high, another higher high, another higher high. So this is my highest point. Wait. So yeah, my higher low is right here. My higher high is this area right here. And as you can see, we failed. So let me go ahead and mark this area right here. Go ahead and mark this right here. High, higher low, failed, failed, broke. So since it failed, uh, failed, failed, broke. It broke, could have been a little bit of a liquidity grab. So I would have marked I would have moved my higher low down to here. So I'll just, delete this, then make a new one, put it right here. I know the one that I previously had was where my mouse is at. It broke with this candle right here. It broke, came back above. So this is my recent higher low. As you can see, it broke, came to retest, and made a new lower low. When it comes to price changing directions, price doesn't change direction unless it breaks, comes back to retest, and make a new low if we're bearish, or goes above, retest, and make a new high if we're bullish. With that, we're bearish now, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Let me slide this over here a little bit. There we go. So now, yeah, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. This is my lower high, this is my lower low. Price failed to make a new lower low. So we can mark this. I don't need the square. Use this right here. I'll put this right here. It failed, and as you can see, lower high, it failed, it broke above, high, higher low, higher high. Now we're bullish on the day. Excuse me, on the daily, on the 4 hour. We're bullish on the daily, and now we're bullish on the 4 hour. High, higher low, higher high. My higher high is right here. My higher low is right here. Um, Price was wicking up. It failed to go higher. So high, higher low, it failed. So I could use the square tool and mark this out right here. Failed. So we're bearish. But this little area, wait, high, higher low, it failed. So now, okay, we're bearish. We're bearish. So low, lower high, lower low, liquidity grab right here, lower high, lower low. So now we are bearish on the 4 hour. But although we are bearish on the 4 hour, I'm gonna explain how I came to the sentiment that I'm looking for buys on Nas 100. So since I'm bearish as of right here on the 4 hour, if I go to the 1 hour, go to the 1 hour right here, we're bearish, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, liquidity grab, new lower low. As you can see, low, lower high, and it failed. So since it failed to make a new lower high, oh, 1 second, failed to make a new lower high, retested or pushed up, came out to retest, made a new high. So now we're bullish on the 4 hour and we're bullish on the daily. 4 hours still bearish, but the 1 hour shifted. So now since the 1 hour shifted, this is the 4 hourly lower high where this area is marked up right here. But since it shifted, the 1 hour is bullish. Since the 1 hour is bullish, the 4 hour is about to follow suit as well. So we had a high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Now that we have that out the way, I'm gonna remove this. Most recent higher low on the 1 hour is right here. So I'm going to move this, mark this right here. All right, this is the higher low on the 1 hour. Price made a high, higher low. It failed to make a new higher high. So now we're right here. Price made another, 1 candle pullback, lower low. These one candle pullbacks, I personally don't count. I personally like to see, one or more. I like to see two or more candles of pullback to identify that as, actual higher low or lower high. So now since it broke, we had a low, we had a lower high, a lower low, and now here's where I'm about to explain what made me look for a bullish opportunity on Nas 100. So we had a low, lower high, lower low. Price failed to make a new lower low, so we had a low, lower high, and it failed. Since price failed to make a new lower low, my higher low is right here. Low, lower high, it failed. So now we have a bullish sentiment. High, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher low, higher high, higher low. Failed, higher low, and I decided to get my entry around 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or Central Standard Time, one or the other. I think it's 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central Time. Uh, but the way I have my trading view is set up, this is Eastern Standard Time, which is why it says 9 o'clock, because it'd be 8 o'clock Central Time. I got my entry right here. And as you see, price just did its move, have a little bit of pullback, and then this wick. My TP was for a 1 to 3, was right here. Price came all the way to right here when I had woke up the next morning, because this is Tuesday. I took the entry on Monday. When I woke up in the morning, I woke up to price like being this close, and then it just shot back down. Use that dog noise in the background. Yeah, price was up here, and I was about to close, and it came back down to here, and I just ended up taking profit because my original TP was right here, and price came all the way right here. So I just went ahead and closed with the profit that I had. The profit was about 1,300. And yeah, that's about it. If anyone would like more video breakdowns on how I look at the market and what made me want to enter the trade, drop a comment down below. On that note, be blessed, control what you can control, and let God control what you can.